installment, we're going to be going over the NBA playoff bet slate for Monday, May 6th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our May 6th NBA playoff bet slate we got going on. We got a 2-game banger going on between the Pacers and the Knicks, T-Wolves and Nuggets. But before I deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNudgeJetsD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about the Patreon. All right. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel. Currently at 4.88 thousand subscribers. Our goal is 10K. You guys are doing phenomenally right now, showing your boy love and support. I've been doing this on a day in and day out basis. Not only that this slate is very special, it's also May 6th. May 6th is my birthday. So show love in that comment section down below for me. And I'm going to continue to keep bringing you this content, all right? It might be some ups and downs. Sometimes that's okay. That's okay. We're going to keep coming right back to it. Hit the books, study, and we're going to figure it out. Just like we're going to figure out on this slate. I'm feeling the sweep. Feeling the sweep for my birthday coming in this one. If you're not subscribed right now, subscribe to that channel. To the channel right now, this second. You're missing out on the community that we're building on YouTube and on Patreon. It's just a beautiful thing that we're doing right now. So link up right now this second. If you want the premium picks, go to that link provided down below. First game up on the slate, Indiana Pacers going up against the New York Knicks. This is the semifinals for the East. Here, a 2-6 matchup between these two teams. Looking at the odds right now, minus 225 on the money line for the New York Knicks, who are heavily favored. Plus 180 for the Indiana Pacers on that comeback. The point spread is set at a 5.5. The total is set at 217.5. For the public bet percentage here, 88% of the bets and 66% of the money on the New York Knicks here. For the point spread, 66% of the bets, 72% of the money on the Pacers to cover that 5.5. And for the total, 93% of the bets and money on the over 217.5. All right, looking at the injury report here, Tyrese Halliburton does have a back issue. He's most likely going to play, but he did pop up on the injury report. So stay tuned to news on that. That's why I provide that link down below for RotoWire, so you can stay up to date. And for the New York Knicks, obviously Bojan Bogdanovic, he's out for the year. He underwent surgery. All right, so that's fine. Pretty much with the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau is running his favorite 7, and he's just going to run it to the wheels crack. They're getting all the minutes there. So, looking at this matchup here, you might feel a little bit weird, like, why are the Pacers so big of an underdog? If you're looking at the regular season, these two teams played 3 times, and the Pacers beat them 2 out of 3 times in those games. When those games were... Well, no. One game was in Indiana. The other 2 games were in New York. And the Pacers outscored them. They put up 140 points. 140 points in one game. And then game 3, they put up 125. The more defensive matchup was that middle meeting in February, where it was 105, 109. So this is a different scenario here. Okay, this is playoff basketball. The Indiana Pacers are not going to be. It's not going to be an easy up and down outing that they're going to see against these New York Knicks. They had a couple of those games against the Milwaukee Bucks, but still the Milwaukee Bucks tried to put up some solid defense here. This is a different level when you're talking about Tom Thibodeau and what he's going to implement on this team. And this is a game 1. This is usually a feeler. All right, you're trying to find adjustments in this one. This is why I tend to like unders in game 1. Okay, so for game 1, just like in the Timberwolves game and the Nuggets game, game 1 went under. We're going to go with the under here, 217.5 on this one. I understand how the Indianapolis Pacers like to play up speed and turn up the pace, but Knicks are home. They're going to control the environment. They're the better team. I think hands down, this New York Knicks team, is going to bring it each and every night, no question. That test against the Philadelphia 76ers was a huge pass. That was a phenomenal outing that we saw. I doubted them. They proved me wrong. And now you're going up against a much easier opponent here in the Indiana Pacers, who just like to run and gun. And when they see a team that can actually stop them, there's big question marks with the Pacers team in the half court. In fast break, they are phenomenal half court. Things get a little bit jumbled up, a little miscommunication here or there, and the Knicks can take advantage of that. All right, Pacers love to free flow with the offense. Okay, so I think this is a big mismatch in game one. I love the Knicks on the money line. I'll be posting that pick, but I also think the Knicks can cover this spread. I'm gonna go against the grain here, against the public. I think the Knicks can cover this 5.5 with their defense, and I like the under in game number one to go under 217.5, despite the fact all the public money is on the over. All right. Last but not least, Minnesota versus the Denver Nuggets. This is the second matchup on Monday. Phenomenal series we got going on right here. Minnesota Timberwolves took the first game from the Denver Nuggets on the road. On the road, Anthony Edwards is embodying Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan themselves, and he took over that game in that fourth quarter. All right. So looking at the odds right now, they're keeping the same line as the first game with the Knicks and the Pacers. All right. Vegas trying to throw a curveball at you here. Minus 225 on the money line, plus 180 yet again for the Timberwolves here. Point spread 5.5. Total set at 205.5. All right, for the public bet percentage here, we have 82% of the bets, 89% of the money on the Denver Nuggets. Everyone is assuming that the Nuggets are going to bounce back in game number 2 here, tie the series. Point spread, it's a little bit lesser of the public, but 74% of the bets, 81% of the money on the Timberwolves to cover this spread at 5.5. And then the total set at 205, 95% of the money. 95% of the bets, 93% of the money on the over 205.5. All right. No question mark here for the injury report for the Timberwolves. Jamal Murray is the one that's continually questionable. Just wait on confirmation if he's going to be in the game for game 2. I imagine he will play. Okay. He should play in game 2. Just stay tuned to news just in case. All right. So in game 1, what did we see? In game 1? The Timberwolves came out very fast in the beginning of that first quarter. Nuggets came back and ended that first quarter taking the lead. But once that second half started, there was a little bit of domination from the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right. If we're looking at just the team stats here, Timberwolves matched them pretty much. At the 3-point line, they made 2 more threes. That's marginal. They had a better field goal percentage. The key components here were the rebounding. They out-rebounded the Nuggets by 8. They out-offensive rebounded the Nuggets by 4. And they dominated points in the paint with 52. Okay, and had 6 blocks. All right. There was a little bit of sloppy play from Minnesota. They allowed 12 steals, but they kind of somewhat. They matched it with the blocks with 6 there. The issue here with the Denver Nuggets here is Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic has to put up with not 1, not 2, but 3 big bodies that he has to deal with. Gobert, Karl Anthony Towns, and Naz Reid down low. All right. In previous series or just in general, he was dominating down low, getting easy putback rebounds and putting it back in the paint. Pretty much Jokic was dominating down low. All right. Now there's an issue. There's length, there's size in each of one of these guys here in Towns, Gobert, and Naz Reid. And Nikola Jokic already came out and said himself, he literally said it after game 1. He needs a replica of himself. All right. He's tired. This man is tired. He's throwing up the white flag somewhat. All right. This is a big issue here for the Denver Nuggets. This is their true test. And I think this is too many points for a dangerous team in the Minnesota Timberwolves, who shouldn't be a 3 seed. They should be a 1 seed. technically. You got Anthony Edwards that's playing on another level, and you got 3 bodies down low that can bang with Nikola Jokic, tire him out, make him use that energy on both sides of the court, offensive and defensively. And you saw the strain on the Denver Nuggets and at that late stretch. These young legs of the Minnesota Timberwolves showed, especially Anthony Edwards, and he has like this killer instinct. It was absolutely phenomenal to watch. Give me the plus 5.5 for the Timberwolves. I think that's too many points. They could even win. But we're going to take the points here, plus 5.5. I would lean towards the over in this game. I like a nice back and forth type of environment, especially if Minnesota gets up. Both of these teams can put up points, man. I'm telling you that right now. They lowered the total, and I think it can go over now in this particular one here. So give me the over 205.5. Those are our selections for the Monday slate. For the birthday slate, Knicks money line, Minnesota plus 5.5. Let me know in that comment section down below. Are you rocking with the plays? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in that comment section down below. Also, if you want the premium picks, you sign up for that Patreon link down below as well. The future bet is in there for the NBA Finals. I'm telling you that right now. It is in there. And it's juicy. All right? I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out.